Leon Edwards versus Belal Muhammad 2 is official. Tom Aspinall versus Curtis Blaydes 2 is official. And last but not least, we have Bobby Green versus Paddy Piml is also official for these for UFC 304 in Manchester, July 27th. I'm going to break all of these down in today's MMA news reaction video, starting with the main event. Leon Edwards versus Belal Muhammad 2 is official. Finally, the fight we've not been all waiting for, but it's a hyped fight. Probably gonna get some more hype, and I'm gonna talk about if it should be the main event over Tom Aspinall versus Curtis Blaydes. But I'm just gonna break it down, and I'll give my prediction as well. This will probably be a bit of a longer video, but it's finally here. Belal gets his shot. This probably means Mak versus JDM. I'd say, you know what I would do? Do whatever you want for that card. No, this is what I want. I want this for this card. UFC 305 should be Izzy versus Dricus. Co-main should be Mak JDM. Feature fight should be Steve Urseg versus Kai Kara France or Brandon Moreno. That's all I want for that card. And Mak JDM probably will be made now. MVP Thompson should be made for this card, or UFC 303 if they want to do it there as well. This is perfect though. This is unbelievably perfect. Belal gets his shot at the title. It's memeable. This is a meme fight, let's be real. But it is a true, undisputed title fight. And, this is close. I'm going to go Leon Edwards. And I will pick him to win this. I'm pretty sure he wins this fight over Belal Muhammad. But Belal has a really good chance at going out there and just putting it on Leon. Putting it on Leon. Because I don't think the stand-up is going to be fearing for Muhammad. He doesn't have to fear a one-punch KO. None of these guys really have to fear a one-punch KO. I'll get to Aspinall versus Blaydes in a second. Someone's going to fear a punch there. But still, none of these guys don't really have to fear a punch KO. Most of these guys, when they don't see shots coming, they are chinny. But when they do see shots coming, they take shots well. They're pretty even. I think Edwards is a lot more skilled in the feet, though. I think he's a lot more skilled in the feet than Belal. Way better kicks, way better body shots, body kicks, head kicks, better jabs, better boxing. I think he's better everywhere on the feet than Belal Muhammad. Maybe he backs up a little bit more, and maybe Belal can put it on him, mixing the grappling for real this time, because it could work. But I'm not. He could do it, because he's training with Khabib now, so you never know. But I'm gonna pick Leon Edwards. I think he's just too skilled. Even though he's boring, didn't have the great performance against Colby, like we all wanted him to. I think he respected Colby's grappling and pressure in that fight, and his cardio. That's why he just kind of was like, shit, I'm not going to just go for it like everyone wants me to, or everyone expects me to. I think he'll feel the same here for Belal. And I think he's going to KO him. I think he's going to KO Belal with a knee to the face. I think he's going to catch Belal with a knee to the... I think Belal will be round one, Edwards wins it, outstrikes Muhammad at range. You beat Gilbert Burns, who had one arm, But I think round one, Edwards going to, win at range, land jabs, just fill it out a little bit. Edwards gets round one now by just landing a bit more. But then Muhammad tries going for a takedown, doesn't really get it. And Muhammad's not really known for just out-grappling someone. He's kind of putting on you. I know he out-grappled Diego Lima. It's Diego fucking Lima. Kind of finished on, he fought on the feet against Brady, finished him. And then he fought on the feet against Burns. Guys who he couldn't really take down. I get it, but I'm not gonna pick you because you beat Wonder Boy at this point in his career. I'm not gonna pick you because of it. And Luke K barely got, that was a close fight against Luke K. He won it, a clear. But that could have been 4-1 Belal, maybe 3-2. But I think round two, I'll get back to this. Round one, Edwards just wins it by being a little bit more active. Round two, Belal shoots for a takedown, maybe gets the takedown. Leon works his way back up, knee, and lands shots, and Belal outstrikes him more on damage. Edwards wins the round. If you score control time, you give that round to Muhammad. Round 3, he times a knee to the face on Muhammad and puts him away. My prediction. So I'm going to go Leon Edwards by 3rd round TKO. Yeah. And he also has good grappling that you can use on Bilal. This won't work, though. But you never know. Usman has good takedown defense. Colby has good takedown defense. But I don't think it'll work here. I think his little takedown, Uno reverse thing, it won't work on Bilal. So if he shoots for takedowns here, trying to prove a point, that's where Bilal can capitalize on the pace and cardio of Leon Edwards. But I'm going to go for Leon. I think he'll get the job done by 3rd round TKO. Let's move on. Good fight. It means Shaq catch ADM's next. Winner of this fight will face the winner of that. Tom Aspinall versus Curtis Blaydes 2 is official for the co-main event. Oh, also, main event shit. I respect Leon Bilal more as a main event. I know people like Aspinall and he's heavyweight and it's just he's a newly champ, more fun of a champ. Edwards Bilal is an undisputed title fight. I know it's not Aspinall's fault though. It's all Jones's fucking fault, the stupid bitch. Fuck him. Literally, fuck him. But still, Aspinall's still an interim champ on paper. You gotta respect the undisputed more. I don't care if Aspinall's a way higher weight class. Undisputed matters. You know, that's why they, if they had, women's bantamweight and UFC flyweight champion, they put fucking Pena Nunes over Moreno versus Cara France. So, that's all I'm gonna tell you there. But I don't mind it. Edwards Bilal, Aspinall Blaydes is not the biggest matchup in the world. Leon Bilal will have some. If there's gonna be any trash talk, it's gonna be them two. Plus, it's a fight that's been in the works for a while. Aspinall Blaydes, so let's talk about it. I'm gonna go Aspinall. I do have a weird feeling Blaydes somehow wins, and it's just people really thought this guy would beat John Jones. No, but Aspinall should win this. Tommy Aspinall should win this fight by KO in the 1st round. And I think he is going to catch Blaydes. Because Blaydes, at the end of the day, sure, he looked really good against Jelton Almeida. Did he really? Almeida was actually taking him down in that fight. I did pick Curtis Blaydes to win that fight against Almeida. Because I didn't think Almeida would take him down, but he was just out grappling Blaydes. I was like, fuck. But then he got the hammer fist off. I'm not going to pick Aspinall to shoot takedowns here. But I don't think he has much on the feet. I don't think Blaydes has much on the feet for Aspinall to worry about. Sure, he's got power, Blaydes. But him throwing it, it's so hard for him to get those shots off. You know? It's so hard for him to get those shots off. And I dropped my water bottle cap. Great. Awesome. But it's hard for him to get those shots off. And I just don't think he's going to land on Aspinall, who's going to be too quick, too fast, too precise. And I think he's going to catch Blaydes over the top of the head and put him down and put him out in the first. I think Aspinall's too quick. I think he's too quick for Blaydes. Blaydes is slow, ploddy. And I don't think he has much power. I don't think he'll out-grapple Aspinall. So I think for him to win this, he's going to have to, fluke a KO out of nowhere. And I just don't see him doing that. Maybe the cardio of Blaydes might be good. But he does slow down and fights Blaydes. Against Rosenstruik, against Volkov. So I'm not going to trust the cardio Blaydes, the grittiness, veteranness, legend, to just grit down and beat up this guy, Tom Aspinall. And, I think Aspinall's way better at range, way better at striking. And if it comes to the BJJ on the ground, I trust Aspinall more there as well. I'd say Blaydes has maybe better wrestling. But wrestling just hasn't really worked. Hasn't really worked effectively. And I'm not going to... Well, you KO'd Almeida with your hammer fist. Hammer fist from Blaydes, put away Almeida. I'm not going to trust him to do that to Aspinall. And before that, you lost to Pavlovich, put him away. It wasn't just one shot put him away. It was Pavlovich was rocking him. Blaydes had a chance to come back, but it was just too much It was just too much. You know? So that's a bad sign. Lewis put him out as well. Badly, out cold. So, and since then, He beat Rosenstruik, lackluster decision. Then he beat who'd he beat after that? Dawkins? I'm actually going to Blaydes' Tapology right now. There it is. Dawkins he beat. And then, which was a good win, but it wasn't impressive. Like, the first round against Dawkins, like, I know he KO'd him in the second, but, like, Dawkins arguably got round 1 based off landing better strikes. Yeah, I'd be shocked if Blaydes wins this. Really would be, because, you know, and against Aspinall, yeah, he was doing all right against Aspinall in the first 10 seconds. First 5 seconds of the night, just landing decent shots. Aspinall just was injured coming into it. We all know it. Wanted to get it done and over with, and he got injured. And I think Aspinall, good for him, taking this fight. Because I think he has a lot to gain here, to be honest with you. Get that loss off his record. You know, if he wants to become any sort of GOAT in the heavyweight division, surpassing Stipe, you got to get that shit off your record. And good for him. Cyril Gane does nothing for him. Plus, if he doesn't finish Gane in the first round, or like under the time Jones did it, people will say, oh, Jones is better. And what does Gane do for him, really? So, I know he was down to fight Gane. Gane turned it down. So, UFC, Gane needs at least 2 more wins for a title shot. You offered him one, and he turned it down because he wants to film a fucking movie instead. He can fight Marcin Tybura in Paris. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to go for Aspinall, getting the KO here. First round. Don't think Blaydes KOs him or has much of a threat on the feet. And I don't think he out-grappled Aspinall. I think Aspinall's too strong, too big. Better BJJ, and I think he'll beat Blaydes. We move on. Up the card. Not up the card, down the card. Another fight got announced. Paddy Piml versus Bobby Green. I'm going to go with... I don't know who to pick here. I've been switching back and forth looking at this fight because I never actually thought about this. Bobby Green, I don't know. I think he's good, and I think this is a real legitimate test for... Paddy Piml. To see if he's a striker, a decent striker. Sure, he could just out-grapple Bobby Green, but Bobby Green showed good takedown offense against Makhachev. In hindsight, stuffing the takedown. I know he eventually got taken down, but it's Makhachev. That's fucking impressive. So, I don't know. I know he eventually got taken down, but he took down short notice. Like, I think in a full cap, Bobby Green would have lasted till at least round 2 or 3 against Makhachev. Round 2, I'd say, though. He got finished at the end of round 1. So, I don't know if we're going to trust Piml to get the takedowns here. Or, I don't know who's we. I don't know if I'm going to trust Piml to get the takedowns here. I'm going to trust... I don't know who to pick here. I might go Bobby Green. I think he can light up Piml on the feet. But, again, Piml does have sneaky power. Which I will credit him for, because he does have some sort of power. Green doesn't have most power. Like, I think Piml's got a good chin. But it's one of these guys who's just going to, like, not KO Piml, but just light him up on the feet a little bit. Green's that guy. So, you know what? Are we going to trust Piml to get the takedowns? He could do work to Green if he does get them. What's Green's last few fights? Okay. I'm going to see something real quick. Bobby Green. Turner KO'd him. I'm not going to look at that much. KO'd Grant Dawson. But he can be chinned. Piml's going to move forward, though. I can see it already, though. You know what? I'm going to take Bobby Green by a close... he could get robbed, though. I can see it. But I think he'll skull Piml. I think this is the end of Paddy Piml. I think he might lose this, you know. Because you guys are KOing Green out of nowhere. Piml isn't Dober in the striking levels. He isn't Jalen Turner. And these guys catch Green out of nowhere. He doesn't really get taken down. Did good against Fiziev in their fight. I'm taking Bobby Green. I might go Piml at the end of the day and switch, but for now, I'm taking Bobby Green. I think he's going to light up Piml on the feet. And I don't think he'll finish him, but I think he'll be like a... Fuck, Piml looks so shit. Man. You know, and he's finally getting a ranked opponent in Bobby Green as well. And Green looks so good against Jim Miller, so he can be caught. Piml just doesn't strike well, though. Like, if he striked well, landed his shots, like, accurately, I would probably pick him to catch Green. I'm not going to pick him. I think he'll pressure, try landing, pop, pop. Out the way from Bobby Green. Pop, pop, pop. That 1, 2, boom, out the way. Kick. 1, 2, 1, 2. And just beat up Piml for 3 rounds. I'm going to go Bobby Green. I think he'll beat Paddy Piml and really badly expose him. Great matchup, though. Great matchup. Yeah, it sucks for Moicano. Who cares, bro? Who gives a fuck, Moicano? You can go fight fucking Dariush. I think Moicano, honestly, is looking at legacy, like more money fights. And he should, climbing up the rankings. Beat Dariush and one more guy, you got yourself a shot at the belt. But Moicano, fight Dariush. And yeah, that's about it. Allan Vs Chidi was already official for this card. I'm gonna go Arnold Allen. Great fight though. I don't see anyone shooting takedowns, but I'm gonna trust Allen's chin and more power in his hands to get it down here. I'm not gonna really trust the kicks of Giga to win. And plus, he had a close fight with Caceres, who isn't bad, but Cater destroyed him. You know, and Allen, although losing to Evlo, he did really good against Holloway, by the way. Did really good against Holloway. But the Evloev fight, Evloev was just sneaky with takedowns, and he had big moments, and it's just, yeah, Evloev kind of just was a little bit good in that. It was just kind of a bit, not even good, it's just, he just was smart in that fight. I don't trust Giga shooting takedowns. And last but not least, Mak Vs Cap. You know what? I know I'm going to get hate for this. I'm taking Muhammad Makayev. Because I think he's alright. I don't understand the hatred of Makayev. I know he shit talks on Twitter lots, and he is annoying. Are we not going to say the same shit for Cap? I don't know. I'm gonna go for Makayev though. I think he's just better than Cap. I think Manel Cap, although decent at striking, really good at striking, crisp at striking, I have a picture of him in my head of him on the ground getting out-grappled by someone. I fucking know someone out-grappled him. Maybe it was Pantoja or Nicolau who had a bit of takedown time on him. Or Dvorak. It might have been Dvorak for a bit. One of these guys took him down. So I think Makayev can do the same. And he's not great on the feet at all. But remember that his performance is alright. Mid. Terrible performance against Perez. But he was puking the night before, the morning of that fight. Had a right to pull out, but he didn't. That's a savage move. So I am going to pick Makayev for now. Because I remember Cap on bottom somewhere in some fights. I think it was the Dvorak or Pantoja fight. I'm pretty sure it's a Dvorak fight, though. So I'm going to rewatch that. But I'm going to leave Makayev. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Peace.